Welcome back to the Legal Brief, the show where we crush the various legal myths and misinformation surrounding various areas of the gun world. I'm your host, Adam Kraut, and today we're heading to the anti-gun luau in the Aloha state. SB Tactical, the originator of the pistol stabilizing brace, set the bar for innovation and product development in the PDW pistol category. From the insanely popular SB-M4 to the adjustable SB-A3 and even kits for pump-action firearms, SB Tactical braces are available for a wide variety of firearm platforms in fixed, adjustable, and side-folding models. To get 15% off your legally transported and carried pistol braces, use the code TGC15 over at sb-tactical.com. Hawaii has three new gun bills pending in its legislature: House Bill 1531, 1303, and Senate Bill 1334. The last two are the exact same text, so we're going to cover those first. House Bill 1303 and Senate Bill 1334 would amend the prohibition of certain assault weapons to include assault rifles, assault shotguns, and shotguns with a revolving cylinder, expand the types of firearms that fall under the definition of assault pistol, and expand the ban that previously only covered pistols with a detachable magazine of over 10 rounds to any firearm with a detachable magazine that holds more than 10 rounds. Now, the term assault rifle would mean a semi-automatic rifle that accepts a detachable magazine and has one or more of the following characteristics: a centerfire rifle with an overall length less than 30 inches, a folding or telescoping stock, a thumbhole stock, a second hand grip or protruding grip that can be held by the non-trigger hand, a flash suppressor, a shroud that's attached to, partially or completely encircles the barrel, and permits the shooter to hold the firearm with the second hand without being burned, a bayonet mount, a grenade launcher, a threaded barrel capable of accepting a barrel extender, flash suppressor, forward hand grip or silencer, a pistol grip, excluding the pistol grip for pistols not otherwise prohibited under that section. Starting to get the feeling that they just kind of copy and paste this language from other bills? Yeah, me too. The bills also define the term assault shotgun as a semi-automatic shotgun that accepts a detachable magazine and or has a revolving cylinder. Lastly, the term assault pistol would be amended to include a semi-automatic pistol that accepts a detachable magazine and has one or more of the following characteristics: an ammunition magazine that attaches to the front of the pistol outside of the pistol grip, a threaded barrel, a barrel shroud, weighs 50 ounces or more unloaded, a centerfire pistol with an overall length of 12 inches or more, or is a semi-automatic version of an automatic firearm, whatever that is. Something we've heard before in other bills once again. As I mentioned before, the bill would also prohibit the manufacture, possession, sale, barter, trade, gift, transfer, or acquisition of detachable ammunition magazines with a capacity in excess of 10 rounds. House Bill 1531 contains several provisions that would negatively impact Hawaiian gun owners, as if that last one didn't do the same thing. First, the bill imposes a definition of assault weapon. Since we previously covered a bunch of definitions in this episode already, you can look that one up in the link down below. The bill then outright bans the possession of an assault weapon for everyone, with the exception of law enforcement, military, but only for use in their official capacity. That would essentially outlaw the private ownership of any assault weapon, which would include the infamous AR-15, America's rifle. Lastly, the bill would prohibit the loan of a firearm to any person unless they had a permit from the chief of police. Now, there's some exceptions to this, like loaning a lawfully acquired rifle or shotgun to an adult for use within the state for a period of up to 15 days is exempt from that. Loans up to 75 days for use outside of the state are also exempt from that as well. All in all, it seems some Hawaiians are drinking the anti-gun Kool-Aid. A lot of the language found in these bills seems to be found in various counterparts that have been introduced by other representatives and senators across the country. It's essential that Hawaiians stand up and demand their representatives and senators vote no on these proposals. That's it for this episode. If you learned anything from the show, help us out, hit that like button, make sure you share it with your friends. Don't forget to get subscribed, and if you enjoyed the video, consider supporting us via the links down in the video description. And as always, thanks for watching.
Do this for like the Aloha thing? Yeah.
Man, there's a good outtake for you too.
Yeah.
The shirts worn in today's video on The Gun Collective have been provided by Patriot Patch. Closed captions have also been brought to you by Patriot Patch Company. Be sure to click the link in the video description to check out all of their great products, including their cleaning mats.